Hi everyone, I'm back. It's been a hot minute and I have not made a video in such a long time, but I think I'm officially back and I'm going to start making videos again. So thank you for joining me again. If you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you're not, please hit the subscribe button. It helps a lot. And today's video is going to be about my hair. I constantly get stopped in the grocery store. I get stopped at work. You guys know I'm a hairdresser. I get stopped at work and everybody keeps asking me or accusing me that my hair is hair extensions because it is pretty long, not so long, but pretty long and thick and healthy. So people either assume that it's extensions or a wig, but I promise you it is not extensions. It is not a wig. It is my hair. And there's my proof. It is not extensions, I promise you. So I'm going to talk about how I got it this long and how I keep it blonde and healthy. This is kind of a given. I've been blessed with great genetics, but that's not, you don't have to stop watching. I have great genetics. I am obviously ethnically Armenian, so therefore I do have thicker hair. My parents had thicker hair and they luckily got passed down to me, but did not get passed down to my sister. But it doesn't stop at genetics. There's many other things that you can do in order to make your hair thicker. My hair wasn't always this thick. So if you know me, you know that I used rice water for 4 years on my hair. And if you don't know what rice water for hair growth is, DM me and I will send you the link to this amazing girl who has a video on YouTube that I followed for 4 years, and it made my hair really long and thick. And you just need to be super consistent with it. Like, it's not going to be a 1 month, 2 month thing. I used rice water for 4 years and it completely changed my hair and made it super thick. You might believe it, you might not. I'm not 100% sure what the science is behind it, but it worked for me. And you need to be very careful with following the steps of rice water. You can't just try and do it or like half it. Like, it needs to be like, you need to do the full process for a long time, and like patience is key. It's not going to happen in one day. So that's one of the things that I used to only get my hair done every 6 months. So I would let my roots grow out like probably till about here. So I'd say every half a year I would get my roots done. And I would do that because I was trying to save money, or I was trying to save time, or I didn't want to get my hair done. Okay, if you want to be a total blonde like me, you need to get your roots done every 6 weeks. I have changed that in my routine and my hair started getting longer. The reason is because whenever you're getting it done, when it's like grown out that much, they have to overlap. And when they overlap, that ends up causing a lot of breakage on the ends or at the top. But when you get it done every 6 weeks, like with the roots, they don't overlap. And because it's so close to your scalp, it ends up, the heat from your scalp makes it develop so fast and makes it easier just overall to make your hair blonde. So get your roots done every 6 weeks. Being a blonde for 15 years, I have learned a lot of things throughout the years, but the number one most important thing, if you want to take away anything from this, is that being blonde is expensive. I'm a hairdresser and being blonde is still expensive. If you're not committed to, it's not only expensive with money, but it's also expensive with time and many other things that you have to sacrifice. So if you're not committed to spending the money to be a blonde, or spending the time to be a blonde, or the commitment to be a blonde, then you shouldn't be a blonde, because you're just never going to have good, healthy hair, especially if you want to be a total blonde like me. And that is like really the hard truth. And I'm sorry if that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. And I had to learn that the hard way as well. You don't have to do this one. This is just something that I've done and it's helped me a lot. It's helped me in 2 different ways. So I get Brazilian blowouts and keratins every 6 months. Now, with that being said, it's great for your hair. I don't want to hear, oh, well, isn't that bad for your hair? No, it's not bad for your hair. It's actually really good for your hair. It might be bad for your health or whatever. There's a lot of chemicals. I understand that. I'm not saying you have to get it. I'm just saying that's something that I do personally. Every 6 months, I get my Brazilians. The reason why I get Brazilian blowouts is because my hair is naturally very frizzy and curly, and I can't do my hair every day. So when I get my Brazilian blowout, I don't put heat on it every single time that I wash it. I don't. I come out of the shower and it's sleek and it's straight. I only put heat on my hair when I have an event, or I'm making a video, or I'm doing content. Like, I don't need to put heat on my hair. Heat will damage your hair. I know that's hard to hear, but it is the truth. When you put heat on your hair, you are burning it. And when you're constantly putting heat and keeping it on, and you're not using heat right, it's gonna fall out. It's gonna break. Now, with that being said, you also need to use heat protector. Okay, I used to never believe in heat protector, but heat protector has silicone and silicone doesn't burn. So every time that I get out of the shower, I use 4 different types of heat protector. I use one for my entire head. I use one for my roots. For my ends. So like going here down. I use one for my mid to ends, and then I use a leave-in for my ends. I use it every single time because just like the sun damages your skin, it damages your hair. Okay? Every time you go outside, you need to have heat protector. The sun damages your hair. A lot of people don't know this, and I keep emphasizing on this. If you're not using heat protector every time you come out of the shower, the sun will damage your hair, especially if you're going out into the sun, okay? To add on to that, if you're going into chlorine will damage your hair, okay? If you're going into the ocean, these salts will make your hair very dry. So there are many different products that you could use in order to stop these things. And if you guys want a list of products that I like, then just comment below and I will put those products out for you. But I cannot next thing, toners. A lot of people skip their toners when they get their hair blonde. Okay, when you go in for a toner, your hairdresser should be using an acidic gloss, okay? When you dye your hair blonde, your hair pH level goes up and becomes more alkaline. And what that happens is your hair cuticle stays open. So whenever your hair cuticle stays open, it needs to be brought down, okay? Your pH level in your hair needs to be brought down. Whenever you use an acidic toner, the reason why it looks glossy is because your cuticle ends up closing, okay? Because it brings your pH down. So getting your toners are a part of your maintenance as being a blonde, and that's very important. I usually get 1 toner. So I'll get my hair done every 6 weeks, and right in the middle, every 3 weeks, I'll get a toner. Not saying that's necessary, but if you're gonna go longer, definitely get your toners because toners are very good for you. People don't explain that correctly whenever they do your hair. You need toners to maintain your hair, okay? It's not just a gimmick. It's not just that we're trying to make money. It's you need your toners. All right, we're gonna get into the topic that everyone hates talking about, haircuts. I used to never cut my hair. I hated haircuts. I would say that my hair is already breaking off hand, so there's no point in me paying for a haircut. Yeah, no, you need your haircuts. I am not telling you to go to your hairdresser and tell her to chop off 3 inches. If it has gotten to that point, then you're waiting too long. You need to get your haircuts every 3 to 6 months. Now, when I say haircut, it's literally trim, maybe like that much. If you're constantly, okay, don't judge me. I need a haircut. I need to cut my hair. But if you're constantly leaving your ends to go about here and it's dead weight, what's going to happen is if it's split at the bottom, it's just going to keep splitting and it's going to break, and then your hair is going to be 500 different lengths. Do not do that. Please find a hairdresser that will trim your hair just a teensy bit, just so that it's healthy. To add on to haircuts, I do not get layers in my hair. I have very thick hair. I can afford layers. And when I say afford, it's because I have enough hair to get layers. I don't get layers because I like blunt haircuts. Now, if you look at my hair, let me back up. My hair is very blunt. The reason why I do that is because blunt haircuts make your hair look thick. When you get layers, it makes it thinner, right? It takes off weight. I don't want my hair to look thin or stringy at the ends, so I cut my hair blunt. And I get face framing layers, which is bangs. I haven't cut them in a long time, so I need to get that refreshed. But I only get layers in the front and I do a blunt cut in the back. That is my preference. A lot of people don't like that haircut. I love that haircut. So it's preference, but you do need to get your trims. Don't skip your trims. Okay, this is another one, masks. Oof, masks. Okay, everybody keeps asking me, what mask should I get? What mask should I get? What hair mask should I get? What mask do you like? Okay. Stop trying to buy the most expensive masks out there. If you're not doing everything else before, a mask is not gonna magically make your hair softer or like grow longer, okay? Yes, masks are great. I use one every second time that I wash my hair. So while I'm washing my hair, I wash it, shampoo it twice, really scrub, do my mask before my conditioner. Conditioner closes your cuticle. A lot of people will use a mask as a conditioner. A mask is not a conditioner. A mask is not a conditioner. Say it with me. A mask is not a conditioner. You need to do a mask and then a conditioner because a conditioner closes the cuticle. So if you're putting on a mask after a conditioner, it's not going into your hair shaft, okay? So we're gonna do shampoo. So scrub, okay? And then mask. 10 minutes, whatever mask you want to use. If you guys want my preference, I can share that with you guys. And then a conditioner, only mid to ends, okay? And try to do like a cold rinse at the end because that really helps. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Stop washing your hair with really, really hot boiling water because that's also damaging it. That's heat. I know you guys don't think that all this stuff matters, but it needs to all go together. One of the most important things that I would say pay attention to, that I've recommended to a lot of my clients, and it's changed your life. I know that it's changed my life. So your body is creating your hair, and if the internal part is not healthy, it's not gonna function properly and your hair is not gonna grow properly. Obviously, number one thing is stress. I can't tell you like, hey, don't be stressed. Okay, when I went through really stressful times in my life, my hair did fall out tremendously, but that doesn't mean it doesn't grow back. You need to take care of your mental health, okay? That's really important for your hair. Your body can't function properly if you're always stressed out. And I know that's like easier said than done, but get a therapist, try to make lifestyle changes. I know that that's not possible for some people, but that is something that I changed in my life, and it made a huge difference on my hair. Now, with that being said, there's also vitamin deficiencies that cause hair loss, like iron deficiency, vitamin D deficiency. Those are two specific vitamins that I was deficient in. Go and get a blood test, a full panel blood test, see if there's something wrong internally. What I mean by that is see if you have an iron deficiency. If you're not taking your iron pills or your vitamin D pills or whatever you're lacking in your body's not going to function properly and your hair is not going to grow properly. And that's a huge, huge thing that I keep telling my clients, and I have seen a huge difference in. I'm not telling you to go buy vitamins for hair growth, okay? You need to go get a full panel blood test and see if everything is functioning properly inside of your body. If it's not properly functioning, a random hair vitamin is not going to fix all your problems, because once you stop taking them, then it's not going to properly function, okay? Take care of your body inside so that the outside looks great too. I know that sounds like really simple, but it's like a huge thing that I've seen in my body. Like, I used to never take my iron pills ever. I was just like, whatever, but I've seen a huge difference doing that. So just a fun, like, you know, be aware of that and cautious of that. This is my last tip. I think I kind of went through all of them, is tying your hair. Slick backs. I know you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. I used to do slick backs all the time. It's great. It really is. Okay. Pulling your hair back is wonderful, but guess what? That causes traction alopecia when you're constantly putting tension on your hair. Don't do that. Okay. Try not to tie your hair with like crappy hair elastics. Use scrunchies. Like, lightly just tie your hair when you're sleeping on the top of your head. Lightly just tie it, because when you're sleeping, the heat of your back is also damaging your hair. So I like to tie my hair at the top of my head in a light scrunchie, not those crappy elastics we used to use in the 2000s, okay? I'm talking about like a nice soft hair elastic. Try to clip it more than you tie it. That's what I've been doing. I clip it when it's in my way. But tying it super tight, and then I see a lot of girls doing it like these tight buns where they go like this. That's damaging your hair, guys. Stop doing that. Okay, I used to do that all the time, but that's causing breakage. So please, let's be very careful with that stuff. Okay. I think that's it. I think those are the best tips that I have for you. If I think of any more, I'll make another video. Oh my God, wait, I have one more and I totally forgot. This is really important as well. Don't brush it when it's wet. When you get out of the shower, all I want you to do is just put your leave-in conditioners. Don't brush it when it's wet. Don't sleep with it wet. Ugh, if you have not seen my video about sleeping with wet hair and the mold problem, you need to go watch that video, okay? Do not sleep with wet hair. Please, 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 please. When it's wet, just leave it alone. Don't pull it. Don't put it in a towel. Don't like everything is weak when it's wet. So just leave your hair alone when it's wet. I know people say you need to blow dry it. I don't believe in that. I just let my hair air dry, but stop pulling it when it's wet. Okay, that's also very important. Okay, guys. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me again on my channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so I can keep making videos. If you are subscribed, nice to see you again. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you guys want certain types of content, just make comments. I'm reading them. So yeah, nice to see you guys.